There are many rich and powerful women in the United States. In this video, we will be covering the United States' richest women, from CEOs to business owners to heirs of the family fortune. These are the top 7 richest women in the United States. Number 7. Diane Hendricks. To start our list, we have Diane Hendricks. Hendricks is a self-made billionaire who co-founded the American roofing supply company ABC Supply along with her husband, Ken Hendricks. ABC Supply has over 700 stores across the United States and supplies both commercial and residential buildings with roofing, siding, windows, and more. Diane wasn't always one of America's richest women, though. She started off her career in home sales in 1975 and worked her way up to the top of America's construction industry. Diane and her husband Ken opened ABC Supply in 1982, and the company has been expanding ever since. The Hendrickses also founded the Hendricks Holding Company in 1982, which has grown immensely since its founding to include 25 different enterprises that span many different industries, including the construction, logistics, and even film industries. Due to Diane's business acumen, ABC Supply has grown to employ over 12,000 people in the United States and brings in over $9 billion in yearly revenue. Her many talents that helped in building her business also led her to become an economic advisor for the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, in 2016. Diane is worth $8.7 billion. Number 6. Abigail Johnson. Abigail Johnson is a billionaire businesswoman who is president, chairwoman, and CEO of Fidelity Investments. Fidelity Investments was passed down to Abigail's father, and then to Abigail, and she has excelled in her role ever since. Even though Abigail isn't technically a self-made billionaire, she is still a highly educated woman, and has made the Forbes World's 100 Most Powerful Women list 5 years in a row due to her having complete control over Fidelity Investments, which is one of the largest asset management companies on the globe. As mentioned previously, Abigail is highly educated. She attended Hobart and William Smith College in 1984 and graduated with a bachelor degree in the arts. She then continued her education at the prestigious Harvard Business School, where she earned a master's degree in business administration. Abigail Johnson has also dedicated part of her life to public service. She is a member of the Committee on Capital Market Regulation, Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association, and the Financial Services Forum, where she was the first and only woman to serve. Abigail Johnson is worth $14.1 billion. Number 5. Laurene Powell Jobs. Laurene Powell Jobs is a billionaire philanthropist and founder of the Emerson Collective, an organization that advocates for education, immigration, and social justice reform. She is the widow of the late Steve Jobs, former CEO and co-founder of Apple. Even though much of her massive fortune was inherited from her late husband, Laurene is more than qualified to run a business herself. She is highly educated with a bachelor's degree in political science and economics, as well as a master's degree in business administration. Laurene is a member of the board of directors of College Track, Stanford University, and Conservation International. She also sits on the chairman's advisory board of the Council on Foreign Relations. Her fortune lies in a 7.3% stake in the Walt Disney Company and 38.5 million shares of Apple Inc. She is also part owner of Monumental Sports and Entertainment, which is comprised of the NBA's Washington Wizards and the MLB's Washington Capitals. All of her many stakes and investments bring Laurene Powell Jobs' net worth up to a mind-blowing $18.5 billion. Number 4. Jacqueline Mars. The next entry on our list is Jacqueline Mars. She is 1/3 owner of the world-famous Mars Incorporated, the iconic candy manufacturer known for M&M's, Twix, Snickers, and of course, the Mars bar. Her father, Forrest Mars Sr., was most known for his invention of the Milky Way bar, which was inspired by the popularity of the malted chocolate milkshake. The Milky Way went on to be a huge success, and Forrest didn't disappoint with his next confectionery creations either. He went on to invent the Snickers bar in 1930 and the Three Musketeers bar in 1932. In the 50s, he invented the M&M, which is still one of the most popular candies in the United States. Mars Incorporated doesn't just produce candy though. They produce chewing gum, dried foods, and even dog and cat food. Jacqueline has continued the Mars family's food-producing heritage by owning a working organic farm. She has a taste for equestrian sports and even opera music. She even sits on the Washington National Opera's board of directors. Her 1/3 stake in Mars Inc. is good for a staggering $27.7 billion. Number 3. Julia Koch. Julia Flesher was born in Iowa, but moved to New York in 1984. She soon became a part of high society in New York City, and she fit right in. She met David Koch in 1991, and the couple didn't initially hit it off. She said of her first date with David, quote, "We shook hands and I said, I'm glad I met that man because now I know I never want to go out with him." The pair met up again later, and this time sparks flew. They dated for 5 years and eventually got married in the New York Hamptons. The couple then amassed over $141 million worth of real estate, which Julia inherited upon David's passing in 2019. David Koch's family business, Koch Industries, is the second largest private company in the United States, which is where Julia's fortune comes from. Her stake in Koch Industries, as well as her real estate holdings and her other investments, total a mind-blowing $46.6 billion. Number 2. Mackenzie Bezos. Mackenzie Bezos is one of the richest people on the globe, yet she is quite a controversial figure because of how she came into her fortune. She was formerly married to Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos. However, the couple decided they would split in 2019. As a part of her divorce agreement, she received a massive 25% of the couple's shares in Amazon. She also decided to keep Bezos as her last name, which elicited more of a negative response online. Mackenzie quelled some of this controversy by signing on to the Giving Pledge initiative, therefore pledging to donate a large portion of her massive fortune to charitable or philanthropic causes. Bezos is also the founder of the organization Bystander Revolution, which is an anti-bullying organization that promotes kindness and friendliness towards others. The Bystander Revolution's website is a free resource that offers advice on how to defuse bullying situations if you witness them, as well as many unscripted videos where celebrities and students discuss the impact of bullying. Mackenzie also graduated with an English degree, and she put that degree to good use and wrote The Testing of Luther Albright in 2006. This book won an American Book Award. Mackenzie's shares in Amazon totaled to a gargantuan $48.5 billion. Number 1. Alice Walton. Alice Walton is the only daughter of Sam Walton, founder of America's favorite discount hypermarket chain, Walmart. She now owns many shares in her family's company, now called Walmart Incorporated, which also owns and operates the wholesale club Sam's Club. Alice herself doesn't have anything to do with running Walmart Inc., and instead leaves that up to her brothers Samuel and Jim. Alice has instead shifted her focus to art, which led her to found the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in 2011. Alice's art collection is quite impressive, with works from legendary American artists including famed American Revolution-era portraitist Charles Willson Peale, and even works by Norman Rockwell. Walton owns what may be one of the most famous pieces of American art ever made, Rosie the Riveter, painted by Rockwell. Alice Walton's net worth is estimated to be $54.7 billion, placing her as America's richest woman, and richest woman on the globe. So, what would you do with all that money? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe with the notifications on. We would really appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one.